Hi there, this is David Peterson from the Body Tuneup Shop. And in this brief video, I'm going to be explaining how we use MyoTonix, a unique technique that allows us to get the neuromuscular system to bring the body into a more balanced structural state so that we're able to improve the body function and quality of life. So if we are going to describe MyoTonix, we need to describe a concept called tensegrity. Tensegrity is a combination of two words, tension and integrity. And this is a tensegrity model. So if we look at it and you study it, you can see it's actually very clever, because you can see that the alignment of the sticks and the alignment of the structures is determined by the tension in these elastic components. So we can see that tension is maintaining the integrity. So if we apply this to the human body, we can also say the human body is a tensegrity. Our muscles, not only do they move us, but they keep us in alignment too. So if these sticks are analogous to your bones and these strings here are analogous to your muscles, we could say that muscles are determining our structure. But one thing I do want to get across here is you don't want to visualize these as individual strings, because it's actually one connected piece of string. If you'll see here, there's only a single knot here. There's just one knot here. So that means that this is one piece of elastic string that is slung around and keeping this thing in a decompressed but balanced state. Okay, there is no compression here because it's decompressed by this balanced tension in the system. So the human body would be the same way if it was in alignment. It would be decompressed and it wouldn't be collapsing against the force of gravity. Okay, but because of it, so to apply it to the human body, the body is all connected to itself. There is no separate part of the body. The body started as a single cell, and that single cell became 273 trillion cells. So that connectivity between all those cells is a connective tissue that we would call fascia. Fascia is the connective tissue that keeps us together as a unit and keeps us whole. So that's why this tension system I would prefer to call the myofascial tension system, because all muscles are connected to themselves. So it's the muscle component of the fascia. But with it being a closed chain of tension, any kind of change that we see in one area is going to confer imbalance or change throughout the system as well. So if we have a muscle here that becomes loose and floppy down here, so this is what we'd say becomes hypotonic. It doesn't have enough tension. What it does now is it compromises the whole structure. Okay, and that's just a single muscle. And what we have over here is a very tight muscle on the neighboring side, on the other side of the joint, which you can manipulate that, you can foam roll that, you can massage that. It's not going to change the fact that this muscle is held tight, because this imbalance, this weakness over here, is causing the body to be tight over here. So it's not a voluntary thing that a muscle is tight. It's a compensation. So what MyoTonix is looking to do is we're interested in these loose, weak, floppy muscles that we're looking to activate using this acupressure origin insertion-based technique to bring the muscle to a more normal tension, okay, which now brings the structure into a more balanced state, which also relieves that tight muscle that is no longer needed to be tight because we release the cause over here. So it's a very clever design. This MyoTonix is different from other techniques in that we're, instead of adjusting the bones like we would, like chiropractors might do, we're now relieving the cause of why the bones would be out of alignment, because the muscle fascia tension system is determining it. And then also, instead of treating the tight muscles, like maybe at massage, we're now treating those weak muscles that are causing those tight muscles. So this is a clever design, and this decompressed state just makes sense that the body would be operating better in a decompressed state. But so the process of going from an imbalanced state like this, so most people that come to me are in this sort of imbalanced cattywampus state, and to go from imbalance to a more balanced structural position like this is what we would call a body tune-up, and therefore also the methodology we use to get from this state to this state is MyoTonix.